Alright everybody, now moving on to part 2 of my Disney VHS collection reshowing. When we last left off, I showed you the 1999 VHS of A Bug's Life. Now moving on to this next tape, which is the Disney Princess tape. And that is the original 1988 Black Diamond Classics VHS of Cinderella. I got this at Savers and Worker back in December of 2011. Got it on December 28th. Your spine. In the back it says, a sheer joy and chanting is stayed by USA Today. And for previews on here, the only preview that's on this tape is a preview for the theatrical release of Oliver and Company, which I'll show later on. Anyway, here's the tape with the sticker label. And unfortunately, there's no print date. But still, this VHS of Cinderella is good. Anyway. And we also have the 1995 Masterpiece Collection VHS of Cinderella. I've had this for an extremely long time, since 95. This is a version of Cinderella I've had the longest. Of course, I also have the Black Edition DVD, which I'll show when I do my Disney DVDs. As I said, I'm not going to do that anymore. It's fine. I mean, say that I'll show it. I will show it after I'm done with showing. In the back, same critic review. And also says, Cinderella's timeless tale of how dreams can come true is now even better than you remember it. It's stated by Joel Siegel of Good Morning America. Yep. And for previews on here, there's a preview for the theatrical release of Toy Story in there, and also a preview for the VHS release of Santa Claus and the Pocahontas and Winnie the Pooh animated storybook in there. Yep. So yeah, there you go on that. And I'm gonna open this tape up. See, here's the tape. This tape has an ink label. And the print date is July 5th, 1995, printed one day after the 4th of July. And Morris 59's copy has the same print date as my copy as well. Let's see, yep, you can see my Disney DVDs. Alright, but still this VHS of Cinderella is good. Anyway, okay, now on to the 1986 Black Diamond Classics VHS reissue of Dembo. Now, this cover was used on a 1985 Black Diamond Classics VHS, which had a black clamshell. I don't have the 85 VHS yet, but I hope I can find it soon. I actually did used to have I actually did have a copy of that, but then I got rid of it. I donated it to the Salvation Army thrift store because I didn't need it anymore. Anyway, here's Spine. Got this at Savers and Worker now back in December of 2011. This was the second tape I ever purchased there. I didn't get it the same day as I got Cinderella. I got Cinderella on December 28th. I got Dumbo on December 17th. In the back it says, a film you will never forget is stated by the New York Times. A treat, Dumbo's the most enchanting and endearing of the Disney outpost, stated by PM, and every minute of the film is sheer delight, stated by the New York Daily News. Yep. Yeah, a film you will never forget is stated by the New York Times. A treat, Dumbo's the most enchanting and endearing of the Disney outpost, stated by PM, and every minute of the film is sheer light, stated by the New York Daily News. Sorry if I didn't read those critic reviews. I'm sorry. I had to do something. Anyway, and this tape does not have any previews on it at all. As you can see, here's the tape with the sticker label. And the print date is June 3rd, 1987, which this is obviously a reprint, but this is the 86 tape. Still, this VHS of Dumbo is good. Okay, and now on to the 1991 Black Diamond Classics VHS. That's the Dumbo. Got this at the Salvation Army thrift store. Same day as got the 88 tape of Alice in Wonderland. Anyway, here's Spy. And the back, yeah, it says, it's the same critic review from the New York Times. Anyway, we'll open this tape up. And this tape does not have any previews on it either. Anyway, here's the tape with the sticker label. Print date June 28, 1991. Still, this VHS of Dumbo is good. Alright, and last VHS version of Dumbo I have is the 1994 Masterpiece Collection VHS of Dumbo. I've had this for an extremely long time, since 94 when it was released, back on October 28th, back in October of 1994. Anyway, This is the version of Dumbo I've had the longest. It almost has the same cover up as on the 91 tape. Your spine, the back. Again, same critic review from the New York Times. Because it almost uses the same cover art. And this tape does have previews, except this tape only has one preview, which is the preview for the VHS release of the Brave Little Toaster, which I have on DVD. Sorry if you just heard that yell. That was my sister, me. Her and my mom are going to New Hampshire till tomorrow. Anyway, I'm going to open this tape up. As you can see, here's the tape. This tape has an ink label. And the print date is November 29th, 1994. Still to be just a Dumbo is good. Okay, and now on to the 1991 Black Diamond Classics VHS of Fantasia. Although it says Walt Disney's Masterpiece Fantasia, this is still a Black Diamond Classics tape because it opens with the Classics logo. You spy, and it also has Sorcerer Mickey and Diamond in the back. And there's no critic review on this tape. On this tape, there are no previews on this tape. A-Band's in a blood case. I got this off Amazon back in. August of 2011. Anyway, I'm going to open this tape up. As you can see, here's the tape with the ink label. And the print date is September 1st, 1991. But still, this VHS of Fantasia is good. Okay, now also on to the 2000 gold. The 2000 VHS of Fantasia 2000. I got this at the Salvation Army thrift store in North Kings Island back in November of 2011 on Veterans Day. Anyway, your spine. The back it says, breathtaking, splendid entertainment is by Roger Ebert and contains a collectible commemorative booklet on the art, music, and technology of Fantasia 2000. And yes, this tape does have the booklet. I do also have the DVD counterpart, as you all know. And the only preview that's on this tape is a preview with the intro for Roy Disney, and that's it. Anyway, as you can see, yep. It has all these promos in there, and there's the booklet, which I'm not going to show. Anyway, here's the tape. Tape with the ink label. Print date July 23rd, 2000. Printed 1 year and 7 days before I was born. I'm gonna try and get this in. But still, this VHS of Fantasia 2000 is good. Okay, next up is the 1994 Black Diamond Classics VHS of The Fox and the Hound. Now, I got this from my sister Michaela's friend Mandy the same day as I got the VHS of The Black Cauldron. Anyway, I've never seen this film, but I hope to give this film a watch soon, since I've never seen it. There's spine. In the back it says Superior, a landmark Disney film is stated by Joel Siegel of Good Morning America. And echoing the dramatic moods and imagery of Bambi and Lady and the Tramp is stated by the Seattle Times. For previews, there's a preview for the theatrical release of The Lion King, and there are some earlier copies of this tape that have a home video preview for The Return of Jafar, and this copy does have a preview for The Return of Jafar, because I put this tape in just to check out the opening, and it had the preview for The Return of Jafar, as far as I remember. Anyway, here's the tape with the ink label. Birth date, February 6, 1994. Still, this VHS of Fox and the Hound is good. Okay, and we also have the 2000 Gold Class Collection VHS of the Fox and the Hound, which I got at the Salvation Army thrift store in North Kings Island. I think it was either back in May or April of 2013. I can't remember. That was just about a little while after I moved into this house, because this house I'm living in right now wasn't originally my house. My family actually had to move because we used to live at my dad's house. We didn't move into this house till April. And this is the house I've been filming at. We didn't move in this house till April since my mom and dad got a divorce. Anyway, here's the spine. And my dad still lives at our other house, though. In the back, saying quick reviews, it says booklet on friendship inside. Fun lessons about friendship kids can learn from the movie. Unfortunately, this copy does not have the booklet. And I don't know what previews are on this tape because I still haven't put it in yet. Anyway, here's the tape. It has a dark sticker label. And the print date is November 20th, 2000. Printed 1 month and 12 days before 2001 began. But still, this tape of Fox and the Hound is good. Now, I hope to give the Fox and the Hound a watch soon. Okay, and next we have I think, this is a 1995 VHS of Winnie the Pooh, Frankenpooh. Now, I got this at the Salvation Army thrift store back in last month, which you guys saw in my update. Anyway, here's Spine. I got the same as I got the Platinum Edition of Beauty and the Beast, the Enchanted Beauty and the Beast back, and there's no critic review on here, though, and I don't know what previews are on this tape because I haven't put it in yet. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to have these promos fall out. BTW, when I bought this tape was actually sealed. I opened it before I did the update. Here's the tape with the ink label. And the print date is October 16th, 1995. But still, this VHS of Winnie the Pooh, Frankenpooh is good to watch around Halloween. So there you go on that. Okay, next we have the 1995 VHS of a Goofy movie, Gourds. I got this from my cousin Abby back in June of 2013. Just about pretty much a week or two before I opened my Jack HD 2001 channel before I closed it. Here's Spine. The back it says 2 thumbs up, essay by Siskel and Ebert, and loads of fun essay by the Boston Globe. And for previews, there's a promo for the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection. There's also this little music video at the beginning. Whoa! Okay, almost dropped it. Anyway, tape up. As you can see now, see, my copy has a vertical sticker label. A lot of copies have ink labels. I know there are a few YouTube users who have this tape with a vertical sticker label. Of course, Morris 599's copy has an ink label, in which every time I tell you I got a VHS in a box full of tapes, I actually originally got this VHS, in which that tape had an ink label, but then I donated it. Anyway, and the print date is August 5th, 1995. But still, this VHS of a Goofy movie is good. Okay, next up, this is one of my favorite Disney films. This is the 1992 Black Diamond Classics VHS of The Great Mouse Detective. Got this from my sister Bridget's friend Morgan's family back in February 2012 on the day of the Super Bowl. Anyway, your Spine. In the back, it says, "It's Magic Stay by Joel Stickle of ABC TV," and 2 thumbs up is stayed by Siskel and Ebert. Anyway, even for previews, before the movie starts, it has a preview for the theatrical release of Aladdin, and then after the movie's over, it has a preview for the Black Diamond Classic VHS releases both The Rescuers and Beauty and the Beast, which I showed. I'll show The Rescuers later on, and I showed Beauty and the Beast back in part 1. I know I have not put this tape in yet, but someone did upload the opening to this on YouTube, and I saw it. As far as I know, is that this tape uses the 1992 theatrical reissue, in which in the opening credits, it was titled The Adventures of the Great Mouse Detective, but we know the 2010 Mystery and the Mist Edition DVD has the original opening credits restored with it saying The Great Mouse Detective. Anyway, I'm going to open this tape up. Anyway, here's the tape with the ink label. And the print date is April 22nd, 1992. So this VHS of Great Mouse Detective is good. And we're not done with the Great Mouse Detective yet, because I also have the 1999 VHS. It says starring Basil Baker Street. Got this at the Salvation Army thrift store in Northgate around back in July of 2012. Anyway, as you can see, yep, it's fine. The back has to say quick review from Siskel and Ebert, and it also says from the creators of Aladdin, The Little Mermaid, that being Ron Clements and John Lasseter. This was the first Disney film that they ever directed. They also directed, besides The Little Mermaid and Aladdin, they also directed Hercules, Treasure Planet, and The Princess and the Frog. I have Hercules, which I'll show in a minute, and I have Treasure Planet on DVD, and I don't have The Princess and the Frog yet, but I might get it off of Disney Movie Rewards. Anyway, I'm going to open this tape up. Anyway, here's the tape, the ink label, and the print date is July 27th, 1999, of 3 days and 2 years where I was born. Of course, for Aladdin, the Little Mermaid, I showed Aladdin back in part 1, and I'll show the Little Mermaid either in this part or the next part. And for previews, I don't know what previews are on this tape because I still have not put this in yet, but I'm assuming there probably might be a preview for the theatrical release of Toy Story 2 in there. But still, this VHS of Great Mouse Detective is good. Okay, and now on to the 1998 Masterpiece Collection VHS of Hercules, as I said. This was directed by Ron Clements and John Musker, the same people that directed The Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Hercules... Oh, my bad. This was directed by Ron Clements and John Musker. They're the same people that directed The Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Treasure Planet, The Princess and the Frog, and The Great Mouse Detective. Anyway, I'm going to open this tape up. Oh, my bad. I actually forgot. Anyway, here's spine. I'm really sorry about that. The back says the hippiest, most playful of them all, hit of Olympic proportions, stay by WCBS TV, New York City. There are 2 other critic reviews, which I'm not going to read. Anyway, for previews, there's a preview for the theatrical release of Mulan, also a preview for the VHS release of the Masterpiece Collection VHS of The Little Mermaid, and the VHS release of Belle's Magical World. I showed Belle's Magical World back in part 1, and I will show that Masterpiece Collection VHS of The Little Mermaid soon. Anyway, now I'll show you the tape. Here's the tape with the ink label. And this is an early printing from December 2nd, 1997, printed 4 years before my best friend Luke was born. But still, this VHS of Hercules is good. Of course, although Boy Meets World doesn't like us saying, we can still say, Hercules, Hercules, Hercules! It's still so fun. Oh. Okay, and now on to Film 017 Forever's all-time, and Shelly Bailey 1234's all-time favorite Disney movie. This is the 1997 VHS of The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I got this in a box full of old tapes. Anyway, here's spine. On the back it says, the best Disney animated feature since Beauty and the Beast, stay by Roger Ebert, Chicago Sun-Times. And this was directed by the same 2 people that directed Beauty and the Beast, that being, Gary Trousdale and Kirk Wise. They also directed Atlantis, The Lost Empire, which I don't have yet, but I might try to get it. I've never seen that film, though. Anyway, I've never seen Atlantis. I've seen Beauty and the Beast a bunch of times. It's at number 2 on my top 10 favorites. Anyway, here's the tape with the ink label. And the print date is January 29th, 1997. For previews, I know there is a preview for the theatrical release of Hercules, and there are a few others, but I can't remember what they are. But still, this VHS of The Hunchback of Notre Dame is good. There you go. Alright, I'm going to have to stop there because the battery on my tablet is running a little low, so I have to take a break. Part 3 will be coming up next, so why don't you take that? So stick around for that, why don't you?